Okay, now we are going to see how we have these clocks. Now we are going to be telling you how and during this time. We don't have anything like AM and PM. We are going to come to that in the next lesson. So we have now this in groups of 5, write time in digits and words indicated by the following. So you have this, and this. Then in your groups 15, use diagrams to indicate the time given. You indicate this time given. So this is 20 minutes past 6 o'clock, and this is 20 minutes to 6 o'clock. So can you start that? I'm giving you 10 minutes to do that. I'm going to get a sample. Can you start? So these are the samples I have from group E. Group E is here. So let me, group E, it's having this. This is group E. Then we have group 3. Group 3. What they are having. Then we have 4 and 7. I mean B and 7. So this is D. And then this is 7. I mean this is B. This is what we have here. Okay, so hope you can see what they have been able to draw. I think it's visible there very, very well. Okay, I have another group which is when we are describing this. Okay, let me show you those ones and you also have a look. Okay, we also have group D. This is group D. This is how they are presenting this. For them, they need part C. Okay. Then you also have group 2. Which group is this? Group 4. This is what they are having for us. So you say, okay, so basically those are the 4 we have. I mean the 6 groups. We have 4B, B7, 3, and E. So in groups of 5, write the time in digits and words indicated by the following. So here we have 9 o'clock. So they're not putting, they're just putting 9 o'clock. So that means exactly 9. So that's if you want to indicate this, exactly 9. Remember, if we have AM and PM, we are not going to that, but we're just reading it. We shall see when it's AM and PM. Then B, they are saying it's 2:35 o'clock. Then they are writing in 35 minutes past 2 or 25 minutes to 3. So if this is 35, it means that you have this one can go to 3. So this one means they are 25 minutes to 3. So we can give them a tick. We can give them good ticks. So this is very okay, okay. This is also okay. Okay, so then group D they are telling us it's 3:30 o'clock. 30 minutes past 3. Then they are also telling us 30 minutes to 4. So it means that this one from here you got 4. Remember, it's going in this direction. So from here you got 4. It's not going the other side. These are not the movies. So standard time, the minute hand now. Here you hand to how can you know that you are reading time? Yes, the minute hand is the longest. Then the short hand reads the hour. So you see that the short hand is pointing at that, so that's why you say 9 o'clock. So someone can call it in, then this one can be 3. You see? So someone is saying 9 o'clock. then B is saying 2:35 o'clock. Then 35 minutes past 2, then 30 past. Now, here when you are reading these things, just looking at it. Now, in hour, this is going to be 3 a.m. But it can also be 3 p.m. So if you have correct hour correctly here, then this one is what? 3. Not this one is saying this is the 3. For him it's just written direct. But if you are seeing this, read it as okay, as 9 there. Okay, so if you learn to get the AM, then you see that this will be 9 a.m. But if you are in clock, that's it. So if our colleague was asked to give this in terms of PM or AM, this will be 9 a.m. Okay? Then it can be also 3 p.m. if you are this side. Anyway, so this is okay, this is okay. This one is saying 3:30 o'clock. So when you are reading 30, read directly the way you see 3:30 o'clock. Because we say from here up to here, they are 15, from here up to here, 15, from here up to 15. This was what we called a quarter, a quarter, a quarter, a quarter. And so that every quarter has 15 minutes. So meaning from here, a quarter and a quarter, 15 plus 15 should be having 30. So the minute hand is pointing here. So these are 30 minutes. So this is 3:30 o'clock. Though 30 minutes past 3 or 30 minutes to 4. Okay. In your groups, use diagrams to indicate the time given. We are having 3:40, 5, 7:20. So when I look at this, you see 3:45. Hope everyone can see that clearly. So this is very okay. Then we have another one is having group 7, 7:20, 7:20. But now, when you are doing these things, at least I want you to show that this minute hand is moving. So I explained this hand, the hour hand. If this is the 3:45, it's going to go to this time here. So I expect this to be somewhere here. And this way you are ready. Make sure that these minutes are passed at least. Even this one, I think this one, we tried a little bit to show that. Okay. So you show that this one is trying to move. So 15 minutes to, it's close to 4. Okay. Now when you come to this, 20 minutes past 6 o'clock. 20 minutes past 6 o'clock. Now, I expected this one to be somewhere here. So this way I expect this one to be. And this, when the minutes are passed, it can't be here. Of course, it's going to be somewhere here. Extending to 7. So I expect this one to be somewhere here. Around there. So that's where I expected that to be. Then like this group that this group did 20 minutes to 6 o'clock. You see, that means that it's already 5:40. So 20 minutes is that it's somewhere there. So that's what I expected there. Okay, so these are the presentation, and I think all of them. So the only thing to run here that when it's 3:45 minutes, there are some minutes that are passed. It can't be how it can't be pointing like that. So it has to be somewhere. Then this one, 7:20. I don't know if it was moving, but I expected it also to be not directing towards this direct, so it would be somewhere there also. Then this one, this one is very okay. So that's where I expected this one also not to be pointing in 7 direct. I expected this to be somewhere there pointing around there. That's our hand. Of course, you also show that the minute hand is longer than the hour hand, as you see these people are doing there. Okay, so those are the corrections. You make corrections in friends groups. So now let us see 12 hours and 24 hours clock. The 12-hour clock notation uses AM to indicate morning and PM to indicate afternoon. Noon is 12. So afternoon, that's what we call the PM. So PM is time from 12 midday, or noon, 12 noon, to, before 12 midnight. Then AM is time from 12 midnight and before 12 midday. I think these ones you know. Then 24-hour clock, this clock notation has no AM and no PM. So in the 24-hour clock, we don't have these ones. Its time starts from 0 up to 23, through 23. Of course, 23 and 20 and 59 minutes. That's why it's not PM. So that will be a full day. Now for it. The time in 24 o'clock is written in the form of hours, minutes, or hours, minutes, and seconds. Or you can even by the way ignore these ones, this full column. Then minutes and hours never change when converting between 24 hours and 12 hours, well, as you are going to see in the next lesson. So that's what we had to do today. So in the next lesson, we are going to see what happens there. So see you in the next lesson. But please, you are going to go and do the exercise in the learner's guide about these things. There are many reminders there, so try to do it. Then you make your own notes about 12 hours and 24 hours group. Before the next lesson, I want to look at this when it's well written. You give me even the times to show that this is in AM, this is in PM. Okay, that's it. I wish you well. So here the idea I have to know is, what do you mean by o'clock? O'clock, we just read the way you see. Okay.
Side in the wali echizikiza chinji.